What if I told you that there are cars that cost twice as much, but inside they're practically identical? Same engine, same platform, same transmission, but with price tags that seem to come from another planet. Are they selling you a better car or just a better story? In this video, we're going to reveal 3 specific cases that expose a very common practice in the automotive industry, charging more for the same thing. From family SUVs to luxury sports cars, you'll witness how brands cleverly manipulate perception, design and status to rationalize inflated prices, even though the fundamental mechanics powering the vehicle remain precisely identical. They say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but in the world of cars, that cover can cost you thousands of dollars more. Before you, 2 cars gleam in the showroom lights: the Renault Koleos and the Nissan X-Trail. They appear to be distinct offerings. One conveys European elegance, the other, Japanese solidity and practicality. But what isn't immediately obvious is what they truly share. Both are equipped with the identical 2.5-liter engine, producing 181 horsepower, and a CVT transmission. And this is not a mere coincidence. Renault and Nissan belong to the same global alliance, which means they share platforms, components, and even manufacturing processes. Technically speaking, these 2 cars have the same heart. So the inevitable question arises: why is one more expensive than the other? The Renault Koleos has been dressed up with a more refined aesthetic. Its focus is clear: to appeal to those seeking a more luxurious experience, though not necessarily a more powerful one. The Nissan X-Trail, conversely, leans on user trust and practicality. It delivers efficiency without promising luxury. Both perform similar functions, yet their price difference can easily exceed $3,000 or even $5,000, depending on the country and the model's year. Does this mean the Koleos is overpriced? Not necessarily. It means you're paying for something harder to measure: status, style, sensations. The Koleos is betting on exactly that. That when you grasp the steering wheel and experience its plush interior, you will completely forget that its mechanical heart is identical to that of a more modest SUV. And here's the most interesting part: many buyers don't even know it. They simply adore the design and automatically assume that a higher price tag implies superior internal quality. If you're one of those who look for real value for every dollar invested, it's worth looking beyond the packaging, because what really moves you doesn't always need to cost more. How much are you prepared to spend for the intense sound of an engine, when you could experience that very same rumble for a significantly lower cost? Welcome to the world of ultimate luxury, where brand badges command more value than their actual components, and where an identical engine can experience 2 vastly different existences: an elegant, sporty one in an Audi, and a brutally opulent one in a Lamborghini. Let's talk about the Audi RS-Q8 and the Lamborghini Urus. Both vehicles come equipped with a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 engine. This isn't just a coincidence or a vague inspiration. It's precisely the same engine block, which was developed within the Volkswagen Group conglomerate, the company that owns both brands. And yet, the price difference between them can exceed $100,000. So, where's the difference? Some will say the Lamborghini Urus has a different fine-tuning. It's lower, wider, more aggressive, but the Audi RS-Q8 offers a performance that's almost indistinguishable from the Urus. Same acceleration, same comfort, same platform. The big difference, as you might expect, isn't under the hood. It's in the collective imagination. The bull logo, linked to excess, prestige, and that "I have it, you don't" attitude, outweighs the engineering itself. The Audi, though brutal, is seen as functional luxury. The Lamborghini, an aspirational whim. And here's an even more intriguing fact. Many individuals purchasing a Urus are completely unaware that its engine is identical to the RS-Q8's. They don't care because they buy it for what it represents, not what it has. Fair or ridiculous? Maybe both. Now, what if I were to tell you that economic car you saw out there on the street shares its engine with one that's considered premium? The Volkswagen Nivus and the Audi A1, both of these vehicles are powered by the same engine, a 1.0-liter, 3-cylinder turbocharged engine that produces around 115 horsepower and is mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Furthermore, they both share the MQB-A0 platform, which is the structural foundation upon which they're constructed. In short, they are blood brothers, technically very similar indeed. So the inevitable question arises: why can the Audi A1 command a price that's $10,000 higher than the Nivus, when they are mechanically identical inside? And the answer is uncomfortable yet fascinating: brand perception. The Audi A1 has been specifically designed to captivate you from the very first glance. The Volkswagen Nivus, on the other hand, was conceived as an urban, accessible, and versatile alternative. In reality, both vehicles will take you to work with identical fuel efficiency, nearly the same acceleration, and a driving experience that, for the vast majority of people, will feel exactly alike. So, why spend extra? Because the Audi A1 isn't sold merely as a car, but as a statement, a symbol, and I've arrived. And the Nivus, even if it could turn every drop of gas to gold, can't compete with that because it chooses not to. This tactic, so prevalent in the industry, reveals something potent. A car's worth isn't solely in its engine, but in its emotional packaging. This is where brands truly succeed or fail. In the world of cars, you don't always pay for what you get. Often, you pay for what you think you get. What you've just seen is no coincidence. This is a deliberate strategy, meticulously crafted by brands that truly grasp how our minds operate during the purchasing process. When a brand invests millions in design, advertising, user experience, and visual presence, it's not just to sell a car. It's to sell status, distinction, belonging, something that can't be measured in horsepower or on technical specification sheets. This strategy has a name: perception differentiation, and it's based on an uncomfortable truth. Two products can be identical on the inside but be perceived as completely different on the outside. In the case of cars, brands belonging to large groups like Volkswagen, Renault, Nissan, Mitsubishi, or Stellantis share platforms, engines, and technologies to cut costs. Is this a scam? No, it's marketing, and you decide if you want to play that game. For some, paying more for a car with a better design, more finishes, or a recognized brand makes sense. They aren't just buying functionality. They are buying an experience, a feeling, an identity. Before you fall in love with a car, fall in love with what's underneath. Check the technical specifications and research if it shares a platform with a more affordable model. You should ask yourself if that overpriced is tied to tangible or intangible factors, because purchasing a car isn't only a financial choice. It's quite frequently an emotional one. And when you know the rules of the game, you can play it to your advantage.